good, guys? Today I'm watching his story for real, and I'm watching his story for the first time. So I never heard this. So let's just get into it. Feel me? All right. But first, let's get to 30 subscribers on his channel, so I can get some more subs. So let's get into the his story videos. Sorry, I don't know how to edit my videos yet, but it's alright, right? Come on. Alright, let's see, I'm gonna flip the camera with my phone, gang. Alright, let's see this. Let's watch this. His story. Alright, hold on. This is my first time. I said it again. If you don't remember, this is my first time, so let's get into it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's weird. That's actually, whoa, 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 whoa. That's low-key interesting, though. That's low-key interesting. Alright, whatever. Give me a sec. Alright, let's get into it. Hey, W sneakers. Hold on, let me turn the TV up real quick so y'all can hear it better. I think this is better. Hold on, let me start the video again. Crossing campus when John came around the corner smiling with his eyes locked on Mackenzie like she was prey. There you are. She grabbed my arm and I stepped in front of her. This is the guy you told me about, Princess. John stopped smiling. Who are you? I grabbed his hand and squeezed until he winced. Her father just flew in this morning. He tried to pull away, but I held on. I've spent some time overseas and met a lot of guys like you. Stay away from my dog. I let go and watched him walk away, cradling. That evening, I sat in the corner of her study. I stepped out to grab a soda from the vending machine and came back to John with his hand around her wrist. You think you're so smart getting some random guy to... I threw my drink, crossed the room in 3 steps, and punched him so hard that he fell to the floor and did not get back. The next morning, Mackenzie sat down at my table. Ha ha. I smiled. Good. So what are we now? She picked up her bag. Nothing. It was a business deal. She walked out and never spoke to me again. I was sad because she wouldn't call me daddy anymore, but at least I made up daddy. A girl I had never seen before. Alright, whatever. That video was pretty good, so I'm gonna rate it 7 point nah. It's like a 6.5 out of 10. It was interesting. It was interesting, but I mean, it's probably pretty good. Let's watch. Hold on, this one? Is this one good, y'all? This one good? Let's see this one. Oh, yeah, this one. Yeah. I'm gonna watch this one. If y'all don't like it, it's not my fault. So, yeah, bro. Let's just get into it. Brother Theo sprinted to me after PE signing frantically. My teacher stole my hearing aid because she thought it was an earbud. Will you help me get it back? I pulled the duct tape and rope from Theo's bag before I could reply. Well, it's kind of blurry. Ain't it? I grinned because this was going to be blurry? Brother bore. I climbed into the vent without even asking for the plan and crawled through it. We reached the gap above the staff room where I saw Theo's hearing aid in the confiscated box on the table. I went to speak, but Theo shushed me. Oh my gosh. Whatever, bro. The school's blind receptionist who once heard a kid vaping 2 doors away. Any noise, and we were dead. I removed the ceiling tile with my hands trembling on the metal edges, and Theo tied the rope around my waist. He grabbed it and braced. Then he began lowering me. Sweat dripped down my forehead as I descended. Seeing Juan stir his coffee, my bad. His spoon clinking against the ceramic. He was staring right at me. I reached the box, and my eyes lit up as I reached my hand out towards my brother's hearing aid. But then I heard Theo straining above. My heart dropped as Juan instantly put down his cup. Who's there? His feet shuffled towards me while I hung midair like a defenseless turkey. Me and Theo sorry, bro. I'm sorry, y'all. Please don't hate. Alright. That was the next video. It was a good video. It was good. It's not too addictive. It's not like I'll watch it again, but I'll probably, yeah. I mean, it's good. It's good enough. But like, you know, I don't really react to videos on camera, so like, I'm pretty bad at this and I don't know how to edit and stuff. So like, let's just get into the next video. Alright, so next video is good. Wait, yo, this is the fiction version of Zach D Films. Yeah, bro. Basically Zach D Films, but not Zach D Films. Let's get into the next video. So like, it's called I Called 911 on Myself. Shock emoji. And let's just get into this video. So alright.
Sitting on the front porch covered in blood when 3 cop cars boxed me in. A cop pointed his gun at me and told me I was under arrest for murder. I said, I know, I'm the one who called it in. He froze. They cuffed me and shoved me into the back of a squad car. As we drove away, I looked back at my stepfather's house through the rear window. The same house my mom died 8 years ago. Everyone called it an accident, but I was there that night. I was 10 years old when I watched him walk away from her body at the bottom of the stairs. They dragged me into a cold room with a metal table and a one-way mirror. The detective slammed a photo down. The dead man on the floor. You're covered in his blood, and you called it in yourself. This is the easiest case I've had in 20 years. I slid 2 phones across the table. That dead man helped my stepfather kill my mom 8 years ago. Last week he told my stepfather to handle the guilt anymore.
Whoa. That's probably why shock emoji. That's why it's a shock emoji. Yeah, bruh. That is crazy. Alright, what's happening next? Hold on, let me flip it.
And was going to confess everything to the police. Tonight, my stepfather went back to shut him up for good. The detective's laugh died. I put a tracker on my stepfather's car 2 years ago and followed him to
These videos like
and checked for a pulse.
Short videos.
Then I called 911. I
Short
tapped the second phone. A
videos.
red dot crawled across the screen. Right now, he's at the pier about to drop the
Oh,
murder
the
weapon.
pier murder weapon.
Minutes before that gun hits the water and he walks free. He stared at me like I was
That's
crazy. You
crazy.
expect me to believe some kid in a bloody shirt? You don't have to believe me. You just have to move. The dot inched closer to the edge. He snatched both phones and bolted. 40 minutes crawled by. Then the door burst open and 2 cops hauled my stepfather in dripping wet. Water poured off his hair onto the table. He saw my face and stopped breathing. I leaned forward. 8 years, and you never saw me coming. They dragged him out screaming. The detective came back with no cuffs in his hands, just a nod. I pulled him out of the water and the gun was still in his hand. I walked out the front door and drove straight to my mom's grave, sat in the grass beside her stone, and brushed a leaf off her name. He got
Oh, that is sad.
8 years making sure I was sitting on the front porch covered in blood when
That's actually for real, bro. I like when it has a not a sad ending. I like a happy ending, but like it's alright though. At least his story character is a little bit happy. I mean, it's very interesting. I do like interesting videos. I'm gonna give this like an 8.5 out of 10. Let's go to the next video. I don't wanna make this too long, so please subscribe, like, share, comment. I don't know. I'm not begging, so you do what you wanna do, bro. Get to the next video. Oh my. It's an ad.
my 7-year-old daughter's boyfriend saved her.
Alright.
She came home dressed like a princess and put her arms in the air. I want you to meet my boyfriend. She stepped
blurry.
aside, and a small boy, cardboard sword at his hip, stood in confidence. She's my queen, and I'm her knight. He put a little tiara on her head. Caitlin walked inside while he followed, and she climbed onto the couch like a
Hello.
I stood over.
Hello.
He immediately jabbed the straw through the hole, then took his place standing beside her, resting a hand on the handle of his sword while Caitlin sipped her juice. They watched cartoons like that for an hour. I thought it was the cutest thing until a wasp flew in and landed on
Oh,
Caitlin's arm,
oh,
buzzing
oh,
aggressively.
nah.
She started crying so
Oh,
hard
oh,
she
that's
almost fell. I'm
disgusting.
allergic. I'm gonna die if it stings me. I shot up from my chair. The boy was already drawing
Oh,
his
he's
sword. I'll
allergic.
save you, my queen. He slid his cardboard sword slowly under the wasp and carried it across the room while it buzzed. He tipped it out the window, and Caitlin just looked at him like he was her knight in shining armor. He slid
Whoa,
his sword back
well,
into its sheath,
wait,
put the
W
tiara
man,
back
W.
on her head, and
I
took
mean,
his place
W
beside her
7-year
throne
old.
before me, standing like a knight who'd just done his job. My 7-year-old daughter's boyfriend saved her
All right.
life. She came home dressed like a princess and
Should I do 2 or 3 more videos? 2 or 3. 2 or 3. Which one? Man. Alright, I'll do 2 more videos to make the stop shorter. 2 more because these are long shorts. Let's just get into it, bro.
I got robbed, and it became the story of
Robbed?
my dream life. I stepped on stage for my
Made a
stand-up
robber
comedy
laugh.
routine and
Whoa.
told my best joke. An Irishman walks into a bar. We just kicked you out. Why the hell are you back already? The crowd sat silently with folded arms, and a single cough loudly echoed. I walked off with my head dropped, and while walking home, a man with a knife got in my way. Give me your phone and your wallet. My hands flew up with the phone. I had all my material in my notes app. As I reached out my hand, I thought there must be a way to save my phone. Wait, the man clenched his jaw. If I tell you a joke and you laugh, will you let me keep my phone? He shot back, confused but smirking. Okay, deal. I took a deep breath. An Irishman walks into a bar. We just kicked you out. Why the hell are you back already? The mugger instantly doubled over laughing, his knife dropping to his side as tears rolled down his cheeks. That was the best joke I've ever heard. Is that
Ta.
original? My legs trembled as I told him yes, I'm a stand-up comic. His face immediately
Comic.
pointed his knife somewhere downtown. My brother actually owns a stand-up comedy club. I could get you in to perform there. My eyes flew open, and he showed me the club's address. It was one of the most known clubs in the city. I smiled.
Whoa.
And gave him my phone. Put your number in. I'll definitely call. I got
Hold on,
robbed
let me.
and it became the start of my dream life. I
Oh,
stepped on stage from.
I'm pretty stupid for that. Oh my gosh, bro. I had my phone vertical. My bad. Alright. I'm gonna do it like this. It looks better like this. Alright, last video, and then I'm done doom scrolling his story. Let's see. Oh, it's a video. It's an ad. Serious right now.
I was tearing my hair out over my molten dog tapped his paw on option C. I read it and saw it actually looked correct. I'm cooked anyway, so I may as well just take your advice. I started circling every answer Brownie pointed at. When I was done, I shoved it in my book bag, excited to see what grade I was gonna get. In class, my teacher handed my assignment back with 100 circled and written in red. She crouched down and said, I knew you had it in you.
These videos are pretty good.
I guess you could say I got that dog in me. She shook her head and sighed because she didn't know I had a magic dog at home. That night, I slid my homework across the table, and Brownie's paw came down the same way.
That's
I
creative,
hugged him.
dog.
Brownie, how are you doing this? Are you a spy?
W
In
Brownie.
response, he walked over to the dog treat cabinet and started wagging his tail. So I threw him some beef jerky. You're the best doggy ever. I thought nothing could go wrong. So with every assignment the teacher would give me, I got lazier and started coming home to let Brownie do all the work. My parents even got me a PS5 to reward me for working so hard, and I thought life was perfect. But a few months later, the teacher slammed down a quiz on my desk with a fat red F. I grabbed the page and frantically read the answers.
Fat red
Every
F.
single answer Brownie had given me was wrong. When I got back home, I shoved it in Brownie's face. Dude, what happened? I thought you had me. He didn't even blink. He dropped a fortune cookie message from his mouth onto my lap, then put his paw on my hand, like he wanted me to read it. I picked it up. Lean on another, and you never learn to stand. He was teaching me not to need him. He failed me on purpose. Now he bends over and lifts his paw toward an answer. I move it off the page and do it myself. Smartest dog I've ever.
Okay,
I was
yeah.
tearing my hair
This
out
dog was the smartest dog. Hold on, though.
for my multiple choice homework when my dog tapped his paw.
Oh. I'm recording the video.